welcome back to Eco Tarot. This is Kinsley, the Eco Tarotist. This is going to be part 3 of my introduction because apparently I like to talk a lot. And I kept thinking, I was like, oh, I'll just do a little short video or so I was doing an introduction to introduce myself to the YouTube world, and then going into cardinal, immutable, and fixed signs. As I mentioned in the first part, cardinal is the beginning of a season. Mutable signs are transitions between seasons, and fixed signs are the peak of the season. So fixed signs are Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. I'm a Taurus sun and a Scorpio moon, and so to me, and then we're in Leo season. There's a new moon in Leo tonight, I think. I don't know. I love it. I listen to all the tarot people that know the astrology backwards and forwards, and it's amazing, the knowledge and the interpretation of it all, and how some people were predicting COVID. It's just crazy. But anyways, they've been talking about, you know, moons are a big deal apparently, and full moons and new moons are especially a big deal. So this one's in Leo, so it's all about, you know, reclaiming your power, da da da. So I find that fascinating for the fixed signs. So happy new moon tonight, and let's get started on your reading for you, your person, and your connection. I am going to pick a card each, an oracle card from the animal spirit oracle deck, spirit animal oracle deck, whatever. Tomato, tomato. Potato. As Karen Walker, one of my idols, would have said, you say potato, I say vodka. So let's pull out a couple of oracle cards to see what the, oh, something popped out real quick. Okay. Oh, the doggy spirit. Oh, this is real quick. For you got dog, your person got wasp, and then your connection together. Ooh, things are jumping. They're jumping. Ooh, dang, that was like in the snake spirit. Ooh. And then you get the rabbit spirit at the end. Okay. So you get the dog. Your person gets the wasp, and your connection together gets the snake. So let's, I actually like to just get it all out on the table first. I've seen, it's interesting, I see people do it every different way. Some people have it already done. I think it's important for me to do it spontaneously and on camera because, oh, I need to say something. Highest intentions. Apparently, you can get naughty spirit, naughty advice that did not have good intentions, apparently. So you gotta clear energy, and I'm not really into like the crystals. I'm interested because I love geology, but I'm more into geology. Like I have this kind of stuff. This is my crystal. It's not a crystal. It's really cool rocks. I don't know. So, but that's still cool. It's still sacred, and it's still, all of them mean different things. The way rocks were formed, the metamorphic rocks, you know, igneous rocks. Oh, what's the third? I don't remember. Geologist. Anyway, so, and I was thinking about this. I was like, why would you want to come listen to me? You know, since I'm so new to it all. Dog spirit, please, and I'll keep talking. 3 cards, please. And I'm realizing that just because you're new at something doesn't mean you don't have insight that can be useful. It doesn't mean that I've had 20 years of experience at it, but it does mean that I can apply all of my experience into something that I'm still learning too. And I think I will always be a student of learning. And even if someone would consider me being an expert in what I have done in the past, what I do, I will never claim that for myself. Never. I'm always a student of learning. There's always something new to learn. There's always someone that's gonna like think about something that you didn't. And you're like, oh. And when you do feel like you're the expert, guess what happens? Ego gets involved. Ego. And then your feelings, you get butthurt when someone else calls it out and you didn't. Then you're all insecure, and then you try to, make up for it by being either cocky or, superior or something like that. And no. That is not how you should be. Always be willing to learn and always be willing to be open to that. 3 cards, please. Wheel of Fortune. For the dog spirit, for your energy, I got dog spirit with the Magician, 2 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. The Wasp spirit is Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and the High Priestess. Wow, that person's got all major arcana, so it's kind of a big deal for that. Whoa, holy sh. Okay. Okay, 2 of Swords was the underlying. And for the connection, you got Snake Spirits with the King of Wands, which is a cobra, mirroring each other. The 4 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Whoa. To me, that's really significant. Okay. And I mentioned that the underlying was the Rabbit and the 2 of Swords. So to me, okay, let's go into dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Okay. And the number is 19. 9 plus 1 plus 9 is 10, and that's completion of a cycle. And if you break that down into 1, that's a new beginning. That's interesting. Dogs, oh my God. I love dogs so much. In fact, now, when I got divorced, everyone's like, don't get a dog, Kinsley. Don't get a dog. I was like, okay. Long story short, I'd had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I didn't really need one more responsibility. And I said, well, no one ever told me not to get chickens, so I ended up getting 4 chickens, 3 of which have died with under my tutelage. Not necessarily by my hand, but maybe more by my ignorance in chicken care. 1 died by a hawk, 1 died by me thinking it was hilarious that it was just like hey, but hey from Moana. It's this chicken that always pecked off to the side instead of like where the food was. I didn't realize that it was probably because the chicken was either blind or mentally deficient. So that chicken starved and died of death. Horrible death. And then this last one, the beak kind of grew too much, and I didn't know you could chop it off with like a toenail clipper. They're like toenails. Who knew? And so I think that one died accidentally from my lack of research and concern, because I was like, oh, that chicken's still eating. All right, that's fine. Oh, God. Point is that I'm ready for the last one to kick it so I can get a dog. Long story stinking short. Okay, you get the magician. You get the Magician, 2 of Pentacles, and 10 of Swords. Be loyal to what you love. To me, this is manifesting. See, I really like the 2 card. I feel like that's been a very recent, it's like a bunch of times it's happened. 2 of, you've got to balance yourself between endings, total and painful ending, death, or just an ending of a cycle, or ending of psychological pain, and manifesting what you want. Be loyal to what you love. What do you love? Well, this is kind of a love reading, so I say maybe not necessarily, maybe be loyal to your pursuit of love, and balance out, total annihilation. Oh, feeling like life sucks, like I'm never gonna find love, like, oh my God, life is horrible. That's what I get from that card. And, oh yeah, this is awesome. I'm going to do this. I'm going to manifest the crap out of my love life. Balance. Realism versus optimism. I don't know. But be loyal to it. Be loyal to love. Be loyal to the people you love. It doesn't have to be romantic. I think being loyal is very, very important. It helps to build trust. It builds a foundation of a really great relationship with family, friends, lovers, whatever. Also, on the opposite end, loyalty to a fault doesn't serve you either. Balance that, maybe. Interesting. Balance the loyalty. And sometimes, so that's what I did in my marriage, was I was loyal to a fault, and no matter what, I made those vows, I was gonna stick to them, no matter how miserable I was, and I didn't reflect, I didn't understand that person really wasn't for me, even though oh yes it is, it's gonna be that way. That's loyal to a fault. That is the other side of the bell curve. I think every stinking thing in life is a bell curve. I think if you think about it, the majority of the time, the people, the opportunities are all going to be in the middle. They're all going to fall somewhere in the middle, and then you're going to have the outliers that are rare. It's in evolution, natural selection. Sometimes those outliers allow for that small population to endure the changes that are happening in that habitat, in that ecosystem, and that small group can survive and endure that change, whereas the rest of the population thumbs down. It happens in any situation, love, life, whatever. So to me, that is balance. That is scientific balance. Because too much of one thing is not good. Too little of that thing is not good either. Balance. Okay, so I like that. Balance your loyalty. Maybe you are loyal to a fault with this person. Or maybe you're not loyal enough and you've cheated on them a bunch of times. I don't know. But that's interesting to think about. Wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. Okay, so coming from this person, it's 3 major arcana. Arcana? High Priestess, Judgment, or Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and High Priestess. Okay. So, wasps. I think that sting that people feel, like if someone breaks up with them, that just sting, or yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go at work, or your mom saying, yeah, I really don't think you're good at that, or I don't know, whatever, or you getting in a car wreck and someone yelling at you for being stupid to run into them or something. All of that is life stinging. And I think I mentioned this earlier. It's understanding that every single one of those bites, well, actually it's an asp. It's every single one of the asp bites that you get from a wasp. Every time that asp stings you, it's not to break you down, it's to make you stronger. And if you turn it around and look at what are the lessons that I have learned in this situation, what are the things that I can do differently next time to not allow this to happen again. I think that is the lesson here. I do, of the Hymenoptera, this is part of the insect order Hymenoptera. Bees and wasps are in this group, and bees sacrifice themselves. They understand, or maybe they don't, I don't know genetically if they understand that if they sting something, then they're gonna die. Then that stinger pulls out their internal organs and they're gonna die. I mean, gotta have your organs. They self-sacrifice for the greater good. Wasps continue on. They just sting and regenerate their venom, and so they're more persistent. They're less, obviously they don't self-sacrifice, which also could be a bell curve. Sometimes self-sacrifice is amazing. Charity work and philanthropy and sacrificing for your child if it's in harm's way. Sometimes self-sacrificing is to your detriment. If it's too much, then you never have self-love, self-care. So that's what I think about wasps. Sorry, I feel like I'm really lecturing, but I like getting that information out. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and the High Priestess. I think, so Wheel of Fortune is all about fate. It's about the wheel changing in whatever direction sometimes, and then it's always going to change, and it's never going to stop. Sometimes you're going to have an awesome experience, and sometimes you're going to have a shitty experience, and then the next time you might have a shitty experience, and the next time you might have a decent experience. All right, okay. Judgment is about making a decision from your past to move forward in your life. Using that knowledge of the stings, of the asp bites, to make an informed decision based on your intuition, based on the development that the work that you've had on yourself and on your soul and on your spirit. It's intuition. It's using that based on all of the experiences that you've had to make the right kind of decision and change your fate. This is going to be interesting. Snake spirit, time to heal. I don't understand what that means, really, actually. Because snake spirit does not mean time to heal to me. Cobra especially. I do think it takes time for venom to regenerate within a snake. And you've got two animals here that are venomous. That's interesting. And then a sweet old puppet dog. Oh, 6. By the way, this is interesting. Wasp spirit is number 64. Dog spirit is number 19. And snake spirit is 55. Can you see that? All equaling 10. All equaling endings in a cycle. Okay, so 55. I'm just going to read kind of like the very beginning. All of us need healing at times, and when snake spirit appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Talks about vulnerability, yada, yada, yada. Sorry, Colette. I don't mean any disrespect. Be gentle with yourself and others. Ooh, so shed the past and step into the new way of being. That's another thing about snakes, is the shedding of the old skin. That is really cool concept. Honor the work that you've done to heal, grow, and repair any damage within you, within those you care about, and within your community. Celebrate together how far you've come in your healing journey, and all you have created. Unburden yourself with anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positive relationships, well-being, and open the door for the healing to occur. Repair, renew, and replenish, and that does. Rock on, Colette. Nailed it. You know, it's about shedding of the skin and taking the time to grow the new skin. Ending, 55, ending a cycle in your life that is not you anymore. And this is your connection. So this is not just you, this is the connection together. And so that means that both of you have to heal. And then you have the Father of Wands right next to the snake spirit. And apparently the Father of Wands is like Leonidas from the 300, that movie. That's the King of Wands. The most badass king of them all. Kind of like your catch. Like loyal, hot, just passionate, gonna kick some ass. Kick the bad guys. Take time to heal. And stop running away from this fucking connection. Stop running away. This fox. He's sitting on the last sword, acting all coy, giving the side eye, the stink eye. Is that a stink eye? Do you think that's a stink eye? I don't know. Giving the stink eye. I'd like to think that. And it's just like, I got this. What's funny is that it's kind of like a toddler where they're like, you can't see me. I'm hiding something. You can't see it. And they don't realize it's sticking out on the other side. That's kind of funny. Like, I think you can't see it, but you seem to still see it. That's really funny. So I do think stop running from this connection. Stop being afraid of this connection. Stop trying to hide your thoughts from yourself and from others, thinking that no one else can tell. No one else can tell what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm good. No. People can tell. People are way more intuitive than they realize. That's how I knew I was okay doing this, because I think I'm very intuitive. I've always had an intuitive ability, and I never trusted it. I never believed in it. I always thought it was weird, and I was just like, oh, nope. Trust your intuition. Heal, and you're gonna have the connection, which is the 1111 card in the Rider-Waite deck. And in this last reading I did, I mean, I always think of it as the dream catcher in this, but I like that it's, what is that, wisdom, blue, intelligence, wisdom, surrounded by passion and happiness. That's kind of cool. Anyways, so I think the underlying is the rabbit, which is, now is a lucky time. And the rabbit has leaves like a wasp. That's interesting. You can see that. So now is a lucky time for you. I think you are really, understanding where loyalties lie. Your person is understanding the past pain in their life. You're still needing time to heal, but I think when the time is right, then the connection will reconnect. Or if you're already in a relationship, then it'll rebuild in a better way. And then Two of Swords is the other underlying, and that's, indecision. It's making choices, but it's intellectually overwhelmed with choices. So I think both of you guys are, and that could be together. Look at that. That could be you both equally still working on stuff, not ready to make a decision moving forward. And this might be your timeline of eventually you're going to cross paths. What the fruity? And then come into this eclipse energy, which is really cool. I'll have to research a little bit more about eclipses, but I think they're really cool. Anyways, that is what I have for you. Hopefully that made sense. Bye, loves. Bon night for a little bit later.